Hey there YouTube, this is Direct84 here, and today I'm going to be going through my TFNation 2019 haul. It's now the Friday, so it's a week since TFNation started. Of course, it's 5 days since it ended. It was a good weekend this year. Really enjoyed myself. Obviously, I went with the two Jacks again, and we had an amazing time. I'm really happy with everything I got up to. I spoke to everyone that I planned to speak to this year, and overall it was a really good weekend. I don't think I missed anyone who I wanted to talk to. I think I managed to socialise enough with people that I hadn't seen for a year. Of course, me and the two Jacks talk all the time, so it's not really as much of a problem with those two, but no, it was a really good weekend. But I'm going to go over my haul now. So I'm going to start off with all the paperwork that you get. Of course, you got the booklet, which you get when you get your wristband and that. So same thing pretty much every year. You get the little write-ups for each of the guests and the artists and things like that. Get the schedule for all the stuff that's going on, all the panels, when everything opens up and closes, etc. It's a really nice little booklet. It's a good read. At the end of the convention on the Sunday, I think it was just before we were going to leave, Jack Lawrence, one of the I really can't remember if he's an artist or a writer, but he's one of that lot. He was walking around with one of the TFNation crew members, and they were handing out these beer mats, which are quite cool. They're quite cool little things. I'll probably end up using them when I'm off to uni, so give me something to put my mugs down on. On the Saturday, we saw Rich, Zort Rider, sitting in the bar with his son, and he gave us these little art cards, basically like a promotional thing with his Instagram, YouTube and Twitter on, and he's got these the drawings and the colourings that he's done himself, and I think they look amazing, honestly. They're really good. Rich, but yeah, so that was sometime on a Saturday he gave us those. I think it was just after lunch, I think. And then, much like the previous 2 years, the Refined Robot Company blog, they did another magazine this year. Ben and John and Doreen and everyone who submits to the that blog, it's a really great read. I'll put a link to their blog for you to have a little look yourselves. But in this, it's got some nice little articles, some great photography by Ben. It's even got these like mock-ups of different characters. Is the like the Siege figures, I think, either Siege or Studio Series, whichever one. I had no idea. But it's a good little read. But like I said, I'll put a link to their blog in the description for you guys to check out. That was it pretty much for the paperwork and everything. A couple of other things. Well, one other thing that's to do with paperwork, but I'll get to that nearer the end. So I'm going to go in order of, well, chronological order of when I purchased everything. So on the Friday, I'd organised to pick up something from John, big tall John. He's like 7 foot. It was one of the things that I said I was going to buy this year, and I'm so glad I bought it. Got myself a Masterpiece Star Saber. Now this one it also wasn't just the Star Saber. It also came with the 2 add-on kits that KFC made, which was like hands, a bigger sword, and like better joints for his legs, I think. And this is just a masterpiece. You know, it is a gorgeous figure, and he's stood pretty much exactly like this on my shelf, and he looks amazing. So thank you very much, John. I really appreciate you flogging this to me. One thing as well, I didn't think about it at the convention because I wasn't sure if I wanted the figure or not. But after the convention, I was watching some videos, and now I really want a KFC Simba, which was their, I want to say his name's Victory Leo, is it? I'm not 100% on that, but you combine him with that masterpiece and he makes Victory Saber, I'm pretty sure, and that just looks amazing. Basically just gives him a jetpack. It just looks so cool. But that was Friday night. On Saturday, when the dealer room opened, the queue was ridiculous, so me and the 2 Jacks just were sat in the bar for about an hour, waiting until about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And at that point we had a little walk around, went over to James's table, Max and Me Love Toys, and got myself a Beast Hunters Ultra Magnus, which was the like a repaint and remold of the RID Optimus from the, I think it was like the Powerizers or whatever the hell they're called. Basically just the mainline stuff that we got in the UK, because we didn't get the first editions for whatever reason. But it's a really nice figure. It's really solid. Comes with a jetpack as well, which is just awesome, and the Forge of Solus Prime, I want to say, maybe. The hammer thing that Prime uses to make the Star Saber or whatever. But it's cool, you know. And that was, I think, 15 quid, which I was more than happy to pay for. Because it's a really nice figure, like I said. Next thing I bought, I think, was this fellow, I believe. Don't quote me on this. But I got the Studio Series Bumblebee Optimus, one from the Bumblebee movie. And honestly, if I didn't buy Star Saber, this would probably be my favourite purchase. It's such an awesome figure. The articulation is amazing. He looks awesome. He's got really nice detail. The articulation is awesome. The gun itself is just really cool. It's kind of G1 styled, but a little bit more modern. But he just looks awesome, and the truck mode's really nice as well. I really like that too. Yeah, he was like 30 quid. I think I got him from In Demand. I want to say In Demand or Kapow Toys, whichever of the two. After that, In Demand Toys were doing some. They had like loads of loose stuff, and they were doing like a 3 for the price of 2 or something. So I bought the Dark of the Moon Cyberfire Bumblebee. It's really cool, honestly. It's such a nice figure. It just looks really awesome. I love the, you probably won't be able to see it, kind of, he's got like really orangey light piping. He just looks amazing. It's been such a long time since I've seen light piping on a toy. It just looks incredible. And I just love the way he looks. I got him for, I think it was a tenner, something like that. But me and the 2 Jacks all got something from that 3 for 2 deal. So everyone walked away happy from that one. And then at the end of the Saturday, I was walking around, and both In Demand and Kapow restocked on this figure. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm having that. Got myself the Studio Series Dropkick, the like the car version, and honestly, it's really cool. He's a little bit small, like he's a lot smaller than I thought he was going to be, but after I've had him in hand and I've played around with him for a bit, I was basically playing with him and Prime all weekend after I bought them. But no, he's really nice. He's got nice articulation. The car mode's beautiful. It's such a nice muscle car. But yeah, no, he looks really nice. Nice shade of blue and everything. So I'm happy I got him. He is a little bit small, like I said, but it doesn't bother me as much as it does for other figures if they're too small. So I'm not too fussed about his size. He's all right for me. Plus, obviously, I don't really have any of the other Studio Series stuff, so I haven't really got much else to compare him to in terms of that. And him and Prime never had a scene together, so can't really compare the two in terms of that sort of scale. But that was everything on the Saturday. We just chilled in the bar after that, just chilled in my room. Watched the cosplay competition. Cosplay was awesome. It's amazing every year. The script reading for the animated season 4 first couple of episodes was awesome. Really enjoyed that a lot. But no, let's get into Sunday. There were only a couple of other things I bought on Sunday. First of which was this. I got this on the it was on the Gundam table. I can't remember which site it was that was doing the Gundams this year, but it was on the Gundam table. It was opposite Kapow Toys. It's the 30th anniversary Transformers Steelbook. Of the it's like a Blu-ray steelbook. It's got the it's got 2 discs. It's like one that's full frame and one's widescreen. Don't really know what they mean, to be honest, but I picked that up for a tenner because I really like the look of the art on the steelbook, and I am kind of collecting steelbooks. I've got a couple of steelbooks from the other Transformers movies as well, so I kind of want to get a little collection of those together, but that's really cool. And then the other bit of paperwork that I picked up, they didn't have any this year because I think it had either only just come out or it hadn't quite come out yet by that time. But I got the Wreckers Saga graphic novel. It's basically Last Stand of the Wreckers, Sins of the Wreckers, and the third one, which is Requiem of the Wreckers, I want to say. But no, it's a fantastic collection, and when I bought it, I got it signed by James Roberts. He was one of the writers, I believe. So I got him to sign it. So I'm hopefully going to get Nick Roche to sign it next year. And then I've got 2 more purchases, and that was pretty much it for the Sunday. Got myself a Beast Hunters Starscream. I got this guy and Reveal the Shield Wind Charger at the same time. I bought them from Toy Fu because it was getting to the end of the day, and I realised I hadn't bought anything from Toy Fu yet. So I was kind of looking around, seeing what I could get coming from Toy Fu, and I spied these 2. They were pretty much next to each other. So I'm really gonna pick these up. And of course, because it was Toy Fu, it's for charity, so I'm even more pleased with them. And that was everything that I bought from the convention specifically. There was one other figure that I'd organised to buy it from Dorian a couple of months ago, but unfortunately he wasn't able to attend this year for personal reasons. So we just organised for me to just PayPal him the money, and then he'll be posted to me. and that was animated oil slick, which it's a really interesting figure, honestly. I didn't think I'd like him as much as I do. You know, I liked the look of the figure back when he came out. I just never got around to picking one up. But no, he's really nice. He's nicely articulated for the time, and I think animated is one of the only figure lines that does bike formers really well. It's the same with Prowl. His bike was really nice. So, but no, that is now everything. I'm looking forward to next year, TFN 2020, because from the look of the font of the logo for TFN next year, it's going to be oriented around Transformers Prime, which is probably one of my favourite series, if not my favourite. So I'm really looking forward to that. But no, it was really good this year, like I said. It was great to see everyone that I saw again. But no, that was my haul. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.